Hi everybody, Zane Miller, the YouTube Sherpa, here to guide you through all things YouTube. And I was looking at this report here and I was realizing, you know what? This report doesn't have any video. So I'm going to make a quick video going over the basically a quick start guide, if you will, of the report. So what you're looking at right now is a channel that I developed for a gentleman by the name of John Rhodes, a really cool guy. If you guys know him, give him a high five for me. So, anywho, this is his channel, and before we jump into this, I wanna basically reinstate some things in the ebook. First of all, stick with a niche, okay? One of the biggest questions I always get when it comes to YouTube is, do you have one channel for everything, or do you have multiple channels? And I say multiple channels because that way you can stick with a specific vertical. I've done with this with many channels, and I've seen a lot of success with all of them. So again, this is a property. YouTube is a property that's owned by Google, and so all of the same things that you do in order to get noticed by Google, you want to do the same thing in YouTube. So you want to have a specific vertical for that. Next thing we want to do is we want to optimize the channel. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click on the name here, and I'm going to go to channel. All right, now it's got a video that's going to autoplay, and I'm going to go ahead and pause that. As you can see, we have a major theme here. It's the Marketing Information Network. And so the whole point here is to teach people more about internet marketing and how it works and some basics. And there's actually, if you jump over to the squeeze page, then you get a bunch of free reports. So that's it. That's the intent of the channel. But again, we want to make sure that it's optimized. So we wanted to come in here and we want to click on settings. And just like you saw in the ebook, there's a place here where you can put channel tags. Now this is going to identify to Google and say, this is the space, this is what we're talking about. We want to talk about online money, making money, internet marketing, all those kinds of things. Those keywords that through keyword research, as you see in the video, and we'll discuss a little bit later in this video, that keyword research is important, and that's how we got to this point right here. So you put in your channel tags and you click on Save Changes. All right, that's going to optimize the channel. It's going to get you some good old-fashioned keywords working for your channel. If we scroll down here, we notice that we're able to edit the profile here. Now, if we click on Edit here, we have a bunch of different options right here. And as we can see, anything that's checked but not really has any information won't populate. So none of this is really too important. I always encourage in the About Me and the channel description telling people more about you, because people do read this, and also for a general, more subtle SEO play, it's good to have good quality keywords in there as well. It's just not going to do a ton of work for you, but you might as well have it in there. This right here, this is the only time that you're going to actually have a do follow tag to whatever URL you want to point to. The videos and stuff, if you put a link in the description, that's not a follow tag for Google, so they're not going to count it as SEO. But again, always important. We'll discuss this further in the video. Always important to have the full URL in your video description, and I'll explain why later. So the major point here, the SEO play that we're going for here, is to make sure and have the full URL, not just www. Because if that's all you do, if that's all you put in, then it's not going to be an actual link, and therefore you don't have any SEO juice in there. Full URL, http://. The only reason why I emphasize that is because I see so many times that people don't actually do that. So do yourself a favor, get yourself some extra SEO juice, because as the page rank of your channel rises, because it will, as it rises, then that link is more powerful, linking to that URL here. The other thing you'll notice that it's not in the ebook, which is another reason why I wanted to make this video, is you can actually create a background specifically for your YouTube channel. And I'm not going to go too deep into it, but those of you who are familiar with Fiverr fiverr.com. That's where I got all of my backgrounds. I go there and I say, this is what I want. This is the general idea. If you go to marketinginformationnetwork.org, you'll kind of see this little background in the website. The point of that is to make sure that there's continuity between the YouTube channel and the actual website. So that's the reason why we have it. Also, the background, it makes people feel like they're seeing a professional as well. So as we move forward, I added some additional channels. It's a module in here. If you click on module, you can add other little modules, and that's the other channel module. And you can point to other channels that are yours. This is also one of my channels, the YouTube marketing expert, Mega Video Warrior, if you're really that interested. But yeah, there's that. That's not the point of this. Let's keep moving forward. I need to stay focused here. So let's go into optimizing the videos. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to come here. I'm going to click on my name and go to videos. Right now, obviously, this is after you've uploaded your video and it's starting to move. This, as you can see, at the time of this recording, this is relatively new and fresh. This one has more views just because I'm actually promoting this video and actually paying per click, per view for this video. So this is why it has so many more views. And then this is a video that talks about the actual channel introduction. You'll learn more about this in some of my further education. That's the tough part about YouTube, is that it's like one of those Russian nesting dolls. You open one up and then there's another one and another, just questions after questions. So again, just bear with me. Let's focus on the optimization of the video. We'll keep moving on forward. And of course, you know what? You can always ask me questions. You can always reply to my emails and say, hey, I'm curious about this or that. It'll really help me. So by all means, to keep this an open conversation. Moving on. So we're in the back end. This is where our videos live, and we can go in here and we can edit and change anything we want. So if you've been doing some keyword research and you kind of think, well, wait, maybe actually I should change my titles or my tags or something like that, this is the place to do it. Also, YouTube has kind of this cool thing. I'll show you. Let's choose this one. How to choose a domain name. Pause that real quick. Actually, when you're signed in, YouTube has this cool thing now where you can just click on Edit Video Detail, and you can edit it right here on the page. It's pretty cool. So let's say that I was doing some keyword research, and I say how to choose a domain name isn't a very good title. It actually is. So let's say it was something else, and I wanted to change it to this. Now I can. Titles are very important. Titles, tags, descriptions. This is all about optimizing your video. Think about your video as like a blog. Okay, so you want your titles. Your titles very important. That's basically your flagship. Like, hey, this is what this video is about. Your titles, and then of course your tags. I need to add more tags in here. But I put this tag in here, marketing information, because that is the channel name. Okay, the channel name. I wanted it to be Marketing Information Network, but there was too many characters, so I could only do marketing information. But that's a pretty good keyword. That said, I want to have my channel name as the first tag in the tags, because what it does is it actually, if all of your videos have your channel name as the first name in the tag, then most of your videos actually populate very closely to each other. And right here, I mean, as far as visual real estate, if you will, here's the video, so they'll be watching the video, and as their eyes wander, they see, okay, here's the suggested video. This is a promoted video, which this guy is paying for per click. But if you look just below it, this is organic. This is natural, because I made sure all of my videos, the very first tag was the name of my channel as the channel is spelled. That way, the first thing that it looks at, it says, oh, okay, well, this guy, these videos are also attached, have tags with this name, so we need to associate it. And basically, because no one else is using that keyword, and it's like your first tag, then YouTube says, okay, this is mostly a... So by doing so, basically what it does, it says, okay, they're all titled similarly in this tag, so these must be similar to each other, so we need to stick them in the same place. That's why it works. So that said, in addition, of course, you need some additional tags. So being that this is related to domain names, so domain names, so on and so forth. I mean, I need to do a little bit more keyword research, but you guys get the idea. So moving on, titles, tags, and descriptions. This is this cardinal rule I was telling you about. Always, always, always have your full URL in the description, because when you save it, if we save it here and we do show less, as you can see, look at that. If you have that, the full URL of wherever you want them to go, as the first thing in your description, and then you hit enter, that's the only thing that shows up in this little part right here. So, and it's also a clickable link. If we go over here, clickable link, this is the squeeze page for these videos. This is the funnel that we're creating in order to get people here. So, that said, it's really, really important to have this. Despite the fact that this is a no-follow tag, that means that this website isn't going to get any benefit from having this in your description. Okay, so that being said, you need to make sure you're not getting any SEO juice. Nothing beneficial Google wise is going to do anything. But because they're on this video for a specific reason. Especially if you've optimized your video and you've got good quality titles, tags, descriptions, so on and so forth, and the content is helpful. You are building a relationship with the viewer and saying, okay, here's some good quality information, and there's even some information in here as well if you click on this link. So, not Google juice, but you got a really good targeted viewer. The next thing I recommend is having a watermark. Now, watermarks to me are optional. I mean, they don't make or break a video, but it helps, especially if your video starts getting more and more popular, to have a watermark in there, because people like to just steal other people's videos. So it keeps your video safe, and in addition, a lot of times I have actually made a watermark that's just the URL of the website that I want them to go to. So the watermark would be this pro webinar, get your training. That would be the watermark. I do also know that the channel page has a different URL. We changed things midway, and we changed it to this approach instead. So we're working on changing the background. So don't think we have a background of one URL and the URL of the actual squeeze page on the videos. Again, it was a change of direction, and I just haven't changed it yet. That said, watermark, look at watermark as more of an optional thing than anything. But the other thing, just as important as having a full URL right here, is having a call to action that talks about the link to the URL. If we fast forward here, okay, I've used annotations to link to these other videos. Sorry, I can't get into that. I mean, we're talking about a 12-minute video right here already. It's supposed to be more like 5, but I hope you're getting a lot of information about this. Again, hit me back, let me know if this helps or if I need to re-explain anything. I'd be happy to do so. That said, these little boxes here, these colored boxes, right here, this is the beginning of my call to action. I basically explain, I say, if you like these videos, feel free to check out more of these videos right here. So you can actually, if you click on one of these annotations, they will go to the other video, which are actually mostly these here, okay? But I wanted to bring it to their attention inside the video itself, because that's where the major focus of attention actually is. So if you click on any of these, then they'll go to the other video, right? So I give them the option to watch these other videos, because then all that does is build a stronger relationship between me, the author of the video, and the viewer, the person that I want to come to my website and download these guides and stuff, so that I can then market to them through my list. That's the whole point. So the whole thing that we need to focus on here is the call to action. A lot of times I will make just a call to action in relation to my videos, and then I'll just attach it through my editing software, something like that. So all the call to actions are basically the same, but what it does is it calls to the attention of, hey, we have more content. We're not just a bunch of, fly by night, whatevers, and we're just going to take your money and run or whatever. because a lot of people are skeptical of the internet marketing space. Or if there's whatever industry that you're in, you want to establish that level of trust. So what ends up happening here is that you can click on these and you can go through and on and on and on, but the call to action is designed to get people away from YouTube and onto a squeeze page or the website or whatever else, because you do not want to sell on YouTube. It's a bad idea. It's a horrible idea, which ties in exactly with this whole call to action thing. You want to have a call to action that brings people to your other website so that you can, again, continue the relationship elsewhere. So this call to action says if you want more training, you can watch these other videos, but these other videos have the same exact call to action. After this, I say, please share this video and like it and thumbs up and all that other kind of stuff, because there's YouTube benefits to that as well. Sorry, can't get into that. Now we're approaching almost 20 minutes and I'm still not done. So you got a little more than you were bargained for, right? So so we've got all these other videos. We've got this call to action to pull people to the site, and in the call to action it says go to the site and put in your name and email address, and then you'll get 14 free reports that explain about internet marketing, all that other kind of stuff. 14 free things. So in the call to action, their call to action, the instructions that I'm giving them is like the video, watch the other videos, build that trust with me, then go to the website, download the guide by putting in your name and email address. And I'm telling them that. Put your name and email address and then click download now or whatever I say, and you will have access to more. And then when they actually click on the video, on the link here, then it goes to the video and it just restates what I just said. Hey, do this, put your name and email address in, click download now, and you'll get your free thing. Now, throughout this entire process, I have not sold anything. I've just provided good quality information to these people, helpful information, because just internet marketing as a whole has a black eye. I mean, there's a lot of people who are just a little too shady, and not a lot of people like it, especially YouTube. So you want to make sure that you're pretty much a Boy Scout when it comes to YouTube. Make sure that all good quality content, good quality keywords, good quality titles, all those kinds of things. Be Google's best friend. You got to be more careful when it comes to internet marketing and in general. But if you're aiming at a different niche, then by all means scam away. No, I don't mean that. Yeah. So let's stay focused. We're almost done, I promise. Much unlike this particular video, you want to make sure that your videos are short, 3 to 5 minutes. Think about when you write an article or a blog post, a 500 to 700 word article or blog post is optimal. Google likes to, that's a good length in Google's eyes, as well as the fact that it has enough content in it to actually say something. So 500 to 700 words is perfect in it. And if you actually wrote it out as a script or something like that, then what would happen is you'd look at it and go, oh, okay. And if you read through it as a script, it would be roughly a 3 to 5 minute video. So that's basically the nice space that you want to be in, is a 3 to 5 minute video, or a 500 to 700 word article, depending on how fast you talk, which I tend to talk kind of fast. So the other thing here is that you want to give people a reason to stay on your video. You want to have something that's that right in the beginning you say something along the lines of, in this video you will learn blah 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 blah. That way they don't get halfway through the video and go, this sucks. I mean, you want people to jump off of your video as quickly as possible if they are not in your targeted market. Because if they're not in your target market, then what's the point of really, offering them any information that they're not interested in? So you give them a reason to stay by saying, in this video, you will learn, or you will see, or you will notice, and basically you're kind of giving them a brief, quick summary of what's going to happen. The end result of that video is going to be, you will learn more about internet marketing. You will be a better gardener. You will be a better golfer. Whatever it is, you want to make sure and state that in the beginning. So just in case, again, if somebody stumbles across it, they go, I don't want to watch this, then they don't watch it. And you have, the people who watch the video through the whole way, they are definitely your targeted market. Why? Because you did good keyword research, you optimized your video, and you have good quality content. That's how everything comes into this. And my last note that I have here again is no selling. Do not sell. The only thing that you're selling is the squeeze page in the next action. This is a funnel that's going to feed an email list, because if you know anything about internet marketing, it's the fact that you need to create a list and build a list of targeted, happy people who want to hear more about what you have to say, much like this list that I've built. Unless you watch this 20-minute video and realize, wow, this guy talks way too much. So there it is. There is the video supplement to this report here. I hope you enjoy it. Please, by all means, if you have any questions or feedback, this is only going, you giving me information is only going to help me serve you better. So that being said, have a great time and enjoy the video and the ebook. There's definitely going to be more to come.